I'm Isis Romero, and this is the news in San Antonio. A suspect is in custody after threats were made to a local Jewish facility. The San Antonio Police Department says it received information from the FBI regarding threats to commit a mass shooting at the Barshop Jewish Community Center. SAPD says it immediately increased police presence around Jewish facilities throughout the city. The FBI says the suspect was found in another state and are now investigating that person. In a statement, the FBI says they don't believe there's a threat targeting the San Antonio area at this time. A 78-year-old woman who was found dead inside her burning home Thursday is being remembered as the kind of neighbor everyone would love to know. Sue Kalberg spoke to her neighbors about the impact she left on the community.
Neighbors who've shared the street for decades say they want everyone to remember the exemplary way their friend lived.
This sanctuary is almost like the Garden of Eden, all done by Ellen Musgrove.
Do you speak, Quincy?
It is paradise. It's whimsical, it's fun, it's lively, it's enchanting. She has beautiful birds, big birds, and she's got chickens, and she's got a lovely garden that she grew almost anything and everything.
Everyone says Ellen Musgrove freely shared her home and heart with all creatures, great and small, like Polly, Uno, and Scarlet.
They're not spoiled, these dogs.
And her beloved pups, Bandit and Charlie, that escaped the fire through a pet door. While the investigation into the cause of the fire continues, some neighbors stop to pray, and others are reflecting on the meaning of being a good neighbor.
Because sometimes, we'd all step on each other's toes, but we always forgave each other. And we always help out each other. We all know we take care of each other on this street.
Neighbors say Ellen made extensive plans for her plants and her pets and her place. They say as plans move forward here, they'll be watching. In Northwest San Antonio, Sue Kalberg, KENS 5.
Meantime, a separate fire destroyed a San Antonio home Thursday morning. Vanessa Croy tells us how crews rushed to help.
The family who owns this home is suffering another loss tonight. They tell us they lost their mother a few weeks ago, and now her home, as you can see, is completely destroyed. The call came in just after 10:30 this morning. Fire crews say it started with a little bit of smoke showing near the chimney. But suddenly, within 10 minutes of fire crews getting there, flames suddenly started shooting through the roof. Lieutenant Fowler with the Bexar County ESD 10 says the fire quickly escalated, triggering a multi-agency response that included crews from Converse, Selma, Universal City, Fort Sam, and Windcrest. Fire crews were then notified someone might still be inside.
I hope he's not home.
They immediately launched a full search, but ultimately no one was found. The home, currently under remodel, is now a complete loss. Family members say their brother had been living in the home part-time, but he's currently out of town. No word yet on what started the fire. The Bexar County Fire Marshal is on scene investigating and trying to figure that out. But fire crews do tell us that no one was hurt. Reporting on the northeast side, Vanessa Croy, KENS 5.
Police are investigating a stabbing that may have started as a fight between two brothers. Police say they found a man with stab wounds at a local home Wednesday night. The man told police his brother stabbed him after an argument. Police are still looking for that suspect. A man wanted in a Father's Day shooting is captured in San Antonio, hundreds of miles away from the crime scene. 26-year-old Kaiwan Washington is accused of shooting his father and two brothers in Tulsa, Oklahoma on Father's Day. He was on the run for 4 days before police tracked him down in San Antonio Wednesday morning. He was arrested by San Antonio police. Washington is now in the Bexar County Jail awaiting extradition. SeaWorld San Antonio announces the death of one of their orcas. At only 8 years old, Kameha was the youngest of the pod. The park said Kameha had a playful spirit and unique personality. According to SeaWorld, Kameha succumbed to her illness despite around-the-clock treatment and efforts from their animal care team. A summer camp dedicated to transforming the lives of young Black girls turns 101 this year. Simone Simpson has the story behind Camp Founder Girls.
I have 2 more in here, and then
At Camp Founder Girls, you'll find a lot more than smiles. You'll discover.
So them being able to, see counselors that look like them, of all different types of personality types, and seeing them thrive and really showcase who they are and live in their authentic identity is really big for us.
That's the director, Natalie Masters.
At the end of camp, they're feeling stronger, they're feeling more confident, more brave, and are able to express their creativity.
3rd through 8th grade girls gather to enjoy once-in-a-lifetime adventures.
Hi, can I pet you?
These are counselors and training leads, Halo
Hi, baby.
and Ari, who feel more like big sisters to the campers.
Like being able to give them an experience that I didn't have growing up, it's it feels very good, and just to see them happy and being more themselves, and embracing themselves and chanting and yelling, and it's a very nice experience to have.
I feel like this camp experience has definitely shown me that I like being around people that remind me of myself and look like me, and it's made me want to apply to Howard maybe in the future.
It's with the help of nonprofits like Black Outside Inc. that make confidence in your own skin possible.
Counselors show up authentically, and then our hope is that our campers show up and can, break out of that shell and be really, truly who they are.
And to learn more about Camp Founder Girls, we'll have a link on our site at KENS5.com. Reporting from Morgan's Camp, Simone Simpson, KENS 5.
The Alamo marked Juneteenth with a powerful tribute to freedom and resilience. On Thursday, visitors experienced Remembering Juneteenth, a live performance led by a touring artist with the Texas Commission on the Arts. It featured first-person narratives of formerly enslaved African Americans in Texas, using the very words spoken in the early 1900s.
I didn't want to change the narrative words, and so the words, some of them are harsh language from that time period. It's very indicative of that early 1900s because they were actual narratives. So for me, it was important to honor the words of the formerly enslaved and their stories in their words.
Organizers say it was an opportunity to honor Juneteenth through education, remembrance, and the voices of those who lived it. And that's the news in San Antonio.